Hello everyone. It is with great disappointment that I cannot be there with you all in Charleville-Mezieres for the Twin Towns 2021 Festival Mondial des Théâtres de Marionnettes. Due to the global pandemic and Australia's closed international borders, I can only be with you via this message. First, on behalf of UNIMA, I sincerely thank the Mayor of Charleville-Mezieres, Boris Ravignon, for his ongoing support of this famous international festival. And I thank the Mayor too for his continuing support of UNIMA, which has been headquartered for 4 decades in this beautiful part of France. Thank you again, Monsieur le Maire, for opening Charleville-Mezieres to the world, to all us crazy lovers of puppetry. And on behalf of UNIMA, I congratulate all of the administrators, the organizers, the artistic personnel, and the director of the Festival Mondial des Théâtres de Marionnettes, the festival that has made the Twin Towns the capital of puppetry, for mounting this year's especially challenging international event. Bravo to you all. I wish you all the very best for this year's festival. With the world still impacted by COVID-19, I applaud the courage of the organizers to hold this always long-awaited biennial event. The Festival Mondial des Théâtres de Marionnettes is one of the most anticipated happenings in international puppet theatre. I also applaud all of the intrepid performers and the general public. Many of you have travelled great distances and have overcome unusual obstacles in order to be here. Second, I wish to thank and congratulate all of the UNIMA members worldwide who have managed to travel at a time of pandemic fear to be in Charleville-Mezieres, to celebrate puppetry and to share their experiences, their expertise, and their endeavours with their fellows. And I deeply thank UNIMA's Executive Committee for organising the UNIMA events that will take place from the 19th to the 24th of September during the broader festival programme. Those of you who have been able to make the trip to Charleville-Mezieres in order to represent our organisation, UNIMA, I salute you heartily. Dimitri, Lucille, Annetta, Idoia, Katarina, Clement, Carter, Katarina, Emmanuel, Alexandra, and all UNIMA members who are now in Charleville-Mezieres, thank you for being there to represent us all. UNIMA, once again, is well served by its Executive Committee. It is an honour to be part of this dynamic and committed team. I believe it is important to name and identify all of the members of UNIMA's recently elected Executive Committee who will run for the years 2021 to 2025. The 18-member Executive Committee is made up of dedicated volunteers, 14 of whom are women, ranging in age from 26 to their mid-70s. They, along with the 19th member from Côte d'Ivoire, represent 18 nations from Africa, Asia-Pacific, the Americas, Europe, and the Middle East. Dimitri Jargonot is UNIMA's newly elected General Secretary. Lucille Bodson continues as our Treasurer. Annette Darbs and Tito Lorefice are the 2 UNIMA Vice Presidents. And I, Karen Smith, am the newly elected President of UNIMA. The following are the presidents of the 16 UNIMA commissions. Kristen Haverty, who chairs the Communication and Public Relations Commission. Salma Mohsini Adahali, the Cooperation Commission. Livia Croflin, the Education, Development and Therapy Commission. Idoya Otegi, the Heritage, Museums and Documentation Commission. Kata Sato, the Humanities Commission. Louise Lapointe, the International Festivals Commission. Tito Lorifice, the Professional Training Commission. Katarina Klanche-Kokutar, the Publication and Contemporary Writing Commission. Carrier Dasleys and Katarina Dolenska co-chair the Research Commission. Annette Darbs, the Statutes Commission. Lucille Bodson leads UNIMA's Financial Planning and Fundraising Strategy Commission. Nastya Mashtokova, the Youth Commission. The presidents of the 4 geographic commissions are Soro Badrissa, who chairs the African Commission, Ruben Dario Salazar, the Americas Commission, Tang Dayu, Asia Pacific Commission, and Clément Perejatko, the Europe Commission. The team includes the invaluable services and expertise of Emmanuel Castan, UNIMA's assistant to the General Secretary, and Alexandra Nafarat, who is currently in charge of UNIMA's website as our webmaster. As you may know, members of UNIMA's Executive Committee and friends have put together a full calendar of events. I hope many festival goers will attend UNIMA's Happy Apéro get-togethers. These, I know, will be happy hours spent with friends, both old and new, and all young at heart. Such UNIMA events will include Dimitri Jagonot's presentation about UNIMA, what the organization stands for and does for world puppetry, with a brief introduction to the history of the organization, and an update of the new UNIMA national centers and representations that have been recently created. Along with UNIMA members, Dimitri will also discuss some of the urgent issues facing UNIMA, such as the global environmental crisis, which will be the topic for the 2022 World Puppetry Day, and the recent political crises. The most alarming is the ongoing situation in Afghanistan and the impact on the lives of UNIMA friends and their families there. UNIMA members will also refer to UNIMA's Cooperation Commission, which among its other projects administers the Emergency Fund, money collected from UNIMA members and friends to help assist puppeteers and their families around the world during times of national disasters, including today's COVID-19 global pandemic. Assisting our fellows during times of critical need will continue. UNIMA heartily thanks the many generous donors who have contributed to the emergency fund over the years. And I want to especially thank Pierre-Alain Rollet for the 13 years he had committed to UNIMA and the Cooperation Commission, which included the establishment of the Project Kangaroo, with its aim to bring about moments of happiness and smiles for children who are suffering from the effects of war. As part of this effort, puppeteers have volunteered their time to perform their shows and offer workshops to young people based in refugee camps. Over the years, scores of donors have supported the fundraising efforts for this admirable project. This project, too, will be ongoing. Among the other interactive UNIMA events that you can enjoy during the festival is the presentation of the European creation titled Douane, one part of the four-part Four Creations, Four Continents UNIMA project, which is a performance based on a play text titled Customs by Marcus Nikolewski, the recipient of the UNIMA Young Authors Award initiated in 2018. Following the performance of Douane, there will be a discussion of the creative process. The three other parts of the Four Creations, Four Continents project will not be performed at this festival, but hopefully at a later date. And they too will involve individual performances based on the same play text from the continents of Africa, Asia, and the Americas. There will also be meetings and discussions of the various UNIMA commissions held at UNIMA headquarters, the Musée de l'Aden, and as part of the book fair. And there will be presentations of the collaborations being undertaken between several UNIMA national centres, which will take place on Wednesday. In addition, the presentation of the successful Resiliart program facilitated by UNESCO that ran from 2020 to 2021 during the pandemic should be very interesting. It is planned that such platforms for discussion and sharing will continue. And please do attend What's Puppet on September the 21st. I want to conclude this rather long message by thanking our former president, Dadi Padamji, and outgoing General Secretary, Idoia Otegi. It was during Idoia's term as UNIMA's General Secretary from 2016 to 2021 that UNIMA began to play a more active role in Charleville-Mezieres Festival Mondial des Théâtres de Marionnettes. In 2017, Idoia and Dadi, along with Lucille Bodson, initiated the daily programs that were open to festival goers that would highlight UNIMA Commission and National Centre projects and achievements. These daily programs, as they continue to be held during this edition of the festival, took place at UNIMA's headquarters on 10 Cours Aristide Briand. And a UNIMA party open to all would be held at the central space in town, usually close to the final night of the festival. During Dadi's 13 years as UNIMA president, Idoia's tenure as General Secretary, and Lucille's ongoing term as UNIMA's treasurer, the three have cultivated relationships with national and international institutions, including opening new relationships with the European Commission and UNESCO, and strengthening our relations with United Nations entities and, critically, with French government bodies. They have continued and strengthened the relationships with the canton and arrondissement of Charleville-Mezieres and the Ardennes department in the Grand Est region, which have provided sustaining support to UNIMA during these past many decades. The newly elected Executive Committee of UNIMA is very thankful for these sustaining and invaluable relationships. which we hope will endure well into the future. Thank you. And please enjoy being together in this wonderful city of Charleville-Mezieres. Enjoy being with all of your friends, old and new, and have a wonderful time. Thank you again.